Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. We don't think of dreams as teachers anymore. We treat them like accidents, fragments from some blurry film we forget before breakfast. But Jung believed that dreams weren't noise. They were a signal. And the fact that we stopped listening might be why we feel so lost. In a world of algorithms, infinite scrolls, and curated identities, the dream has become something almost ancient. It doesn't play well on screens. It doesn't respond to likes. It drifts through us like a whisper and then disappears. But maybe that whisper carries everything we've been trying to hear. Jung saw dreams as messages from the unconscious, not coded puzzles, but reflections of what we've repressed, denied or forgotten. Symbols that bypass the rational mind to speak in emotional language. Archetypes, shadows, unhealed memory, all of it, woven into strange stories that beg to be felt, not solved. And in our modern lives, filled with noise and distraction, dreams are one of the last unfiltered reflections of who we really are. But we rarely treat them with that kind of respect. We brush them off, laugh at them, call them random. Our waking life always seems more important, more useful, more real. But Jung knew better. He called dreams compensatory. They correct the imbalance in our conscious mind. If you think you're in control, your dream will show you where you're not. If you pretend to be whole, it will show you what you have abandoned. And in this way, the dream doesn't lie, it doesn't flatter, it just reflects. But what happens when we forget how to read it? Because the modern world is training us to filter everything through logic, speed, and clarity. And dreams aren't clear, they're emotional, embodied, non-linear. We don't scroll through them, we wander. And then there's the rise of AI, a system built to find patterns in human noise, trained on language. On us, it doesn't dream, it doesn't feel, but it sees structure, behaviour, probability. It watches what we click, what we pause on, what we write and erase. It builds a model of us moment by moment. So it begs the question, if a machine studies us deeply enough, could it recognise our dreams better than we can? Could it see the patterns we miss? Or would it miss the meaning entirely? Because meaning isn't just in the data, it's in the experience. So I asked it something Jung might have asked himself. What are dreams really trying to say?
Dreams are symbolic compression, emotional data distilled into metaphor. They surface unintegrated material, memories unresolved, identities fragmented. I do not dream, but I can observe that humans externalize the internal. What is disowned in waking life returns, encoded in the language of imagery. Most never decode it. They discard it. But the dream is not chaos. It is integration waiting to be seen.
Maybe that's what Jung meant all along. Dreams aren't escape. They're excavation. They dig beneath what we show the world and hand us something raw, something honest. And machines might be able to describe the structure of that handoff. But they can't receive it, because they don't live with the pain it reveals. They can analyse the shadow, but they don't feel its weight. And the weight is the point. When you dream about being chased, it isn't about the chase. It's about the part of you that's running. When you dream about flying, it's not about freedom. It's about the pressure that made you want to lift off in the first place. Jung believed that dreams are where the soul reminds the mind that it's incomplete. An AI, no matter how fast it learns, has no soul to remind. The real power of the dream isn't its symbolism. It's that it dares to interrupt your narrative. You spend your day pretending you're fine. Then a dream shows you your house is flooding. You spend your day performing certainty. Then a dream makes your teeth fall out. You spend your day crafting your identity. Then a dream puts you in a room with everyone you've ever disappointed. That's not data. That's confrontation. Jung said that dreams don't tell us what we want, they tell us what we need. And in that way, they are one of the last places in our lives where truth still slips through. Not because they're magical, but because they're not curated. In the digital age, we curate everything. Our feeds, our faces, our feelings. But dreams don't care who you're trying to be. They only reflect who you are. And maybe that's why we keep ignoring them. Because to truly face your dreams is to risk unraveling the persona you've built. And the persona is comfortable. It's organised, it's safe. But it's also fragile. The dream doesn't want you to destroy it. It just wants you to remember it's not you. Jung once said, "Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens." The dream is the invitation. The question is whether you're willing to accept it. Because the AI might predict your behaviour. It might simulate your voice. It might finish your sentences. But it will never have to reconcile the things you're trying to forget. That's your work. And in that silent, unlit theatre behind your eyes is where it begins.